In 2011, UFC President Dana White went on record saying that there would never be a women's division in the UFC.
When are we going to see women in the UFC, man?
Never.
Fast forward 4 years, and guess who is now the face of that very organization? Yes, I know you know. The entire world knows. Hell, even the non-fight fans know. Her name is Ronda Rousey. Ronda Jean Rousey was born on February 1st, 1987 in Riverside, California. Her mother was the first US citizen to win a World Judo Championship, so it's fair to say that fighting was in her blood. Ronda followed in her mother's footsteps and became the youngest judoka at the 2004 Olympics in Athens. She was just 17. 4 years later, she returns to win America's first judo medal in forever, so there you go. This girl's been kicking ass and taking names long before most of us knew of her. Her transition to MMA at the age of 22 was met with instant success, but the world really sat up and took notice when she defeated Miesha Tate for the Strikeforce Bantamweight title in 2012. All it took was one more title defense against Sarah Kaufman before Dana White came to his senses. There was a place for women in the UFC. Rousey submitted Liz Carmouche in trademark style via armbar in the very first round to take home the inaugural women's bantamweight champion for the UFC. That was in February 2013. 5 title defenses later, Rousey's goal remains the same: retire an undefeated champion. Love her or hate her, this woman is bloody good at what she does, and that's hurting people quickly. When I watch a UFC card, I want to see good, hard fights. Rousey always wins so decisively, but still manages to entertain, so I never feel robbed. In fact, like many others, I tune in expecting her to take care of business. I mean, come on, this is one busy woman we're talking about here. If she's not in the gym training like a beast, she's running between Hollywood film sets and kicking ass there too, mind you. Plus, she's a real people's champion. Rousey devotes hours of her time to charity, and with little fanfare, she donated $30,000 to a judo school in Rio de Janeiro, as well as paying a visit to the facility after a recent title defense where she donated the very belt she won. Still, the champ has her detractors. Some say that Rousey's a fraud and nothing but media hype. Well, that's what Beth Corrier said prior to their fight at UFC 190. And we all know what happened to her. She got knocked the f*** out in 34 seconds. You think being the best fighter in the world would be enough for some people? Not Ronda Rousey. Cover girl, action star, role model. I mean, what can't she do? Film credits include The Expendables 3 and Furious 7, while she played herself in the Entourage movie. An appearance in this year's WrestleMania further confirmed her star power, and that's not all. Rousey is set to appear in Mile 22 alongside Mark Wahlberg. Discussions are also underway for the champ to play the leading role in a very own film based on her autobiography, and she's not really been shy about putting a name forward for Captain Marvel. Now, wouldn't that be awesome? But first, Miesha Tate. A third bout with Rousey's longtime rival looks likely before the year is out. Miesha was the only opponent to have ever taken her down, also the only person to have ever gone past the first round. Do I think Tate will bring her A game? Yes. Do I think Tate can win? Yes. Do I think Tate will win? No. Rousey is a workhorse, a machine. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if she's not human. With that being said, she hasn't beaten all of the top contenders just yet. A fight the fans want to see, myself included, is Rousey versus Cyborg. Now, many lay claim that Chris Justino is the only person left who can truly test her. Will it happen? Can Cyborg come down to 135? Rousey refuses to fight at a catchweight, so where does that leave us? There's been plenty of trash talk already and surely more to come. So it's time we just put him in a cage, lock the door and let him bash it out, and to the victor, go the spoils. Who wins that fight? Let us know what you think via social media. If there is anyone out there who can take the fight the distance, and who can last 25 minutes with this woman in a cage, and if there is such a woman, can she beat her? I'm Chris Bridgewater and you've been watching Bloodshed TV. I'll see you next time.